Turns out Inter's a bit better than we thought they were. Yeah, we're definitely covering the second leg. Hey guys, and welcome back to the 6th episode of the FM23 Manchester United Beta Save with me, Raxel, and without Cristiano Ronaldo, where today we are versing Inter, and it's not the beta anymore. I've just realised actually. I've downloaded an update. Officially, the full game is out. Of course, we're just continuing the save for now, but I'm still going to call it the beta save for, just the purpose of the name, I guess. But, we're versing Inter today. If we manage to win it, we will be versing our second opponent in the Europa League knockout stages. So, in the quarterfinals. If not, we'll be out and versing Newcastle. But we're still top of the Premier League, so that is still a potential W for us there. And if you are excited for it, please make sure you do smash the like button on today's video, as well as subscribing to the Alex Ferguson YouTube channel so you don't miss more Football Manager content coming left, right and centre with this series and transfer guides. Just uploaded a Wolves one, hopefully you enjoyed it. And can we please smash any like target you can give me today? A bit of a different one, so we're going with a different like target. This is what has happened since last time we saw each other. I actually have no idea what the last game we played. I think it was Arsenal. No, it was definitely Arsenal. It was a 3-1 loss. And it was deserved. It was quite deserved. But it was a bit annoying because the XG did suggest that they were the worst of the two sides. But realistically, they did play a lot better than us. But 3-1 is very flattering. So we have a bit of an uphill battle at home here. I'm feeling like we can potentially do it, but a 1-1 draw against Southampton doesn't exactly show an insane level of form at the moment. So we've gone with our best lineup, that's for sure. We're definitely trying to win this one, and this is the squad that we're going with for it. Rashford, Sancho, Nkunku, Antony, Fernandes, and Casemiro. I've got Nkunku and Fernandes in there because I think we have to attack in this game, and that's exactly what those boys are going to provide for us. Martinez, Varane, Dalot, Shaw, and De Gea. Come on, let's get into it. This is our best option. It's the only option we really have. If we get knocked out of the Europa League this early, I mean, of course, we still have the league that we do look like we are a serious contender for, but it's just embarrassing, isn't it? We need to be coming away with a decent result. We've got to come away with a win, I reckon, and we've got to take a look at this Inter Milan side. I imagine it is still very strong, very similar to what they played last time. I don't see a Barella, though, which I'm very happy about. I feel like there's a couple other players in my mind I'm thinking about missing. No, I think that's probably about it. They have a strong 11, but I would argue our team is better. Maybe I went a wee bit too rotated with the first game. I wanted to put it on visualizer there, but it didn't quite give me the opportunity. But Skriniar is on the ball early doors. I think we're going to win it back, though. I have a feeling we're going to win it back, move it forward, get an early chance. De Gea to Varane into Martinez. I feel like going balanced is the way to go to start this, just in case things go pretty south pretty quickly. So we'll move on to positive if we need to, but so far it's looking like a decent start. Rashford with a shot that potentially could have gone into the back of the net, but not really where he needed to place the ball. If it was slightly to the left or the right of the goalkeeper, maybe, but as it was, pretty straight down the throat. But Varane goes for a hit, and you got to respect the attempt. Can't really respect the finish though. Okay, let's get it to visualizer. Let's get these opportunities going left, right, and centre. 4 shots played, 20 minutes gone, and it does actually seem like we are the better of the two sides in this game. However, it's not translating into goals right now, and that's exactly what we need. It doesn't matter how well we play. We are 3-1 down at the moment. A goal in the first half would settle the nerves immensely, but I don't know if it's going to happen with the defence and the lack of chances. But Antony is through. He goes for the shot, and actually he's just done exactly what I said we weren't going to do. We've scored in the first half, and we made it 2-3 on aggregate. That is a very good scoreline for us now. We still have 60 minutes to play at home, at Old Trafford, with our best 11 out there. I don't think we're down and out just yet, boys and girls. Come on, let's keep it up. Let's keep moving, and let's get another opportunity and potentially another goal in this first half. If we get it to 3-3 already, I would back us all the way to the hills. I don't know if it's going to happen in this highlight, as it is Dumfries attacking against us. Skriniar and centre-back moving it forward into Dumfries. Their first chance, De Gea collects it. This has got to be our opportunity now. We can break forward. Dalot is wide on the right-hand side, Varane plays it to him. Yes, finally. And he's looking for a ball. He finds Antony trying to get through the players, passes it all the way back to Varane. Varane to Casemiro. Casemiro over to Shaw, and he's got acres of space. He kind of stutters, but eventually goes into it, and Nkunku's in, and he is brought down in the mixer. Bruno Fernandes is probably going to be our penalty taker. He is. Come on, mate. You got 19 penalties. You can't miss this crucial one to put us on aggregate 3-all. This would be an incredible start to the game. Can we see it? Can we do it? Bruno Fernandes scores the pen, and it's 3-all. Boys and girls, I don't think that away goals actually mean for anything, but even if they did, actually, we're through at this current point in time. So everything is coming up absolutely brilliant for us. We just need to score one more goal, and it will definitely send us through. I'm pretty sure away goals aren't a thing, by the way, so I'm expecting us to have to score one more. But wow, we have started this game well. Sure. Into Sancho, Bruno Fernandes, over to Anthony. Is he going to get onto the end of it? He's got to finish that. He's got to finish that. He shouldn't be hitting that, ever. I don't know why he's not lashed his foot through it. It's sort of come perfectly to him after what seemed like a bit of an awkward first bounce and a really weird movement of the ball. I wasn't expecting it to lead to a chance as good as that, but once it came to him, you have to say you got to do better than that. But I am thrilled with the performance so far, including Anthony's performance. He has played incredibly well. Rashford, the only player with less than a 6.5. Martinez is also playing pretty average according to star rating, but number rating. But I do back his performance most of the time, so I'll give him the benefit of the doubt today. Otavio on the left-hand side is coming on. I think he'll do okay in that inverted winger, even though I think he is slightly more suited to the other role. We'll also bring Lindelof on to get us some defensive solidity, even though he is keeping clean sheets. He keeps getting those average ratings, Martinez. It's just not quite what you want to see from your centre-back. But if we're not conceding, I don't know if I can floor it too much, but right now, it doesn't look great for us. Thank goodness De Gea's there. And actually, I shouldn't be praising De Gea. I should just be thanking Lautaro Martinez for probably one of the worst finishes I've ever seen. You think that Anthony shot was bad, Raxo? You should see that one. That is definitely, it should have been a goal. And it looks like the highlight is going to continue. So if we score from this, he's got to be ruined that miss. He will absolutely be kicking himself tonight, because not only has it meant that they don't score a goal, but it could mean that we get a goal here. Otavio, Bruno Fernandes, just wide of the post, and it is definitely us putting on some serious pressure in the second half. 65 minutes gone. Less than half an hour to go. 20 minutes to go now, in fact. And we've got to make another substitution. Rashford, I love you, mate, but it just doesn't feel like you're the hero that we need today. So we're going to bring Eriksen down into the midfield and Nkunku into striker. And we're even going to get... I don't know if I'm quite ready to take a key player like Bruno off yet. We're going to bring Malacia in on that left-hand side, get the fresh legs, hopefully shore up that defence, and give us a couple more options down that left-hand side with fresh legs. We're able to run down the wing, whip a ball in, and Malacia is very good at that. Skriniar trying to pick out Dumfries, and it is Malacia trying to defend him. He can't quite get it off him, though. It is over to Martinez. He does score, and I think he's on. I thought he was off. But that is an incredible finish, and now it is not looking good. It is not looking good. 15 minutes to go. It's plenty of time to get a highlight, but oh my goodness, that has come from nothing. Smashes it into the top corner. It's a beautiful finish, but it's exactly what we didn't need to happen. No. Positive mentality, it has to be now. And they play it out from the back. We're going to win this header. I'm telling you right now, we do win it. Otavio loses it straight away, though. Trying to smash it long, does find Martinez. Lukaku. Who is defending that? I'm sorry, but that has got to be defended. De Gea with a great save to keep us in the game. Casemiro, you've got to come off now too. You're not adding much for us going forward. We're going to bring on Thomas Lemar. See what he can do as a box-to-box midfielder. We're going to play him as a supporting deep line playmaker, not even worrying about defence right now. It is all about us scoring a goal. It needs to be a goal, otherwise it's not going to be anything for us in this game. Lukaku scores. And now we've got to ask for a miracle from the FM gods. We started the game so well, and it felt dominant. But suddenly, they've just clawed their way back into it, and I think a 2-goal deficit is too much to overcome in this short of time. We're going to go very attacking, obviously. Hope that something happens, but I can't see anything happening, really. Oh, that is frustrating. We're going to have to we're going to have to berate them, like absolutely abuse them. I think that's what that means. We've made all my substitutions. We've made all the substitutions. Can Anthony, he can play up top. Okay, so we'll go that, switch inside and inside forward. I don't care that you can't really play that position, mate. And yeah, okay, that feels like the best thing to do. We'll get him as an inside forward, and we'll get him as a Trequartista. I haven't really tried Trequartista before, but we're given it a whirl in one of the most crucial moments of this season. Thought that was in. I honestly thought that was in. My breath had been taken away there. Thank goodness it is not quite finished in the back of the net. Chanaloglu, come on. Put in the terrible ball here. I don't want to concede another. I feel like it's not really a highlight, but I want to see something happen for us. Come on, a couple minutes to go. Give us some sort of hope, footy manager. They're not even going to give us hope. They are going to give us hope. Come on, score a goal now, and it gives us an exciting end to the game at the very least. We will take an exciting end at this point in time. Lukaku, Lautaro. Oh, they're going to score again. That is the worst finish I've ever seen, and if that's a highlight, I'm going to be upset. It was the highlight. And there's 4 minutes of additional time. It's gone by just like that, and we are out of the Europa League. Absolutely fuming. Cannot believe it. To be fair, okay, this does sound like I'm, you know, being salty because I've just lost. But I mean, winning the Europa League didn't really do much for us. I mean, we're definitely getting Champions League football. We're definitely good enough to play in the Champions League next year. We're probably gonna get a good chance at winning the Prem now that we don't have other games distracting us. It's a win-win situation, really. You can't really get too upset about that, but it does now mean we have to simulate these games off camera, and we probably aren't as favoured by the board. What are they thinking? A-? I can live with that. But we are looking good in the league, and that's the important thing. Let's continue focusing on the league. Let's get... Did it say unemployed? It said untouchable, thank goodness. Well, it said unemployed. Thought that was a beta save glitch for a second, but... We just got to win this game against Newcastle, win the games off camera, get a bit of form going again, and we're winning the league, boys and girls. And that Europa League loss, it's not even a worry. It's not even a thing. Look, boys and girls, I have to say, I am slightly nervous now. We're out of the Europa League. We are 3 points ahead of Liverpool. But if we lose to Newcastle here, 3 points does not feel comfortable. And Manchester City are just behind us too. Liverpool have a higher goal difference. It's a stressful end to the season, especially considering we just lost 3-0 to West Ham. But we did win 4-1 and 3-1 against two decent teams, especially with a man sent off here. It's a decent result, but it does make me nervous for this game against Newcastle, who I'm sure are better sides than both of the teams that we just versed. I don't know if I've actually picked my... No, I have picked my 11. I'm happy with that. Let's jump into it. Danilo is playing in the midfield because we do have a suspension to Casemiro for obviously getting... red card in a recent game, but I back the boys. I really think they can do the job. It's just nerve-wracking that if they don't do the job, it's going to be a nervy end to the season. But of course, that's going to get you coming back for more. You know, liking this video, subscribing to the Rex FM YouTube channel so you don't miss more Football Manager content. The Newcastle side isn't insanely changed, but I have to say, Danny Olmo and Alvarez, they're two very good signings. Two signings you could actually see them making in real life as well. It's going to help them be an even better team than they already are. But the first highlight is coming their way, and it's not feeling good. Almiron can't get on the end of that. It's De Gea collecting it very comfortably, and we're going to clear it long. I'm sure of it. He's going to find some space. He's going to win the knockdown someone, and we're going to have an opportunity. None of those things have happened. Olmo has won the ball back on the left-hand side into St. Maximin. Maximin cutting inside. He's going to go for a shot. He does, and De Gea gets down to save it, luckily, after 16 minutes. It's one shot to us, two to them, and one highlight going their way. It's not a statistical advantage for us either, so I'm thinking demanding more and going positive is the way to go, because right now we're just not doing enough. And I think if we go all-out attack on this team, they won't be able to handle it. We just have such good players able to finish their dinner left, right and centre. It should go into the back of the net eventually. Come on, let's get that opportunity now. Sancho can't pick it up there. Alvarez into Botman. Botman loses it. Well, it's not really Botman's fault, but, you know, they've lost it. That's the important thing. Sancho's through, and he puts it in the back of the net. It's just hit the post and sort of fumbled its way over the line after a bit of an odd spin off the post. I don't know what's happened, but it's ended up being fortunate for us. Anthony, Rashford, Sancho puts it into the back of the net. It's a great finish. I mean, that is about as in the corner as you can get it. Obviously, it's literally come off the post and gone in, so we will take it and run with it. A 1-0 advantage is exactly what we want going into the second half. Look at that update. It's less blue there. If you remember all the way back in an early episode, I was saying how blue that screen that just popped up before was. It's a much more subtle blue now. I've changed it from the beta. It's a lovely wee update, Footy Manager. Thank you for that. Varane's on the ball. Into Eriksen. Into Dalot. Dalot moving forward. He's finding space for Anthony. Anthony cutting inside. Getting a pass away. No, Dan Burn makes the interception or tackle, whatever you want to call it. It definitely was a tackle, not an interception. It's definitely what you meant to call it. Isaac's through, and it's 1-0. 1-0. It's annoying because it does come from a bit of a cocky run from Anthony, and it leads to a goal for them. They are obviously a decent side, but I would have liked to have kept the goal advantage going into the second half. I'm not happy with the performance out there. A draw isn't good enough here. We need to win, especially considering the fact that we're versing a 13th place Newcastle. You know, like, we've got to win these games. If we're looking to win the Premier League, it comes off the woodwork. We are lucky to still even be in with the shout of winning this game. Anthony needs to come off, and I think that is slightly harsh for just making one mistake. But Nkunku, he's chilling out on the bench. He's thinking, what do I have to do to get a starting spot? Scoring here is certainly going to go a long way. Sancho can't win that knockdown, so Almiron picks it up. Almiron tries to put it over the top, and he does actually get it to Isaac. And we are very fortunate to be in this game at all, boys and girls. The tactic doesn't seem to be working. I don't really know what's wrong with it, but we're going to have to make some sort of change. I think perhaps the inexperience of Danilo in there could be doing something. Let's go deep line playmaker on support for Eriksen to try and go slightly more attacking, and let's get Malacia in instead of Shaw. Hopefully that shores us up in the defence. I mean, we are getting rid of Shaw, so that pun didn't really work. But Eriksen can score these free kicks. He doesn't. Just over the woodwork. I thought he might pop that one into the back of the net, but after 30 minutes left to play, he isn't able to put us 1-0 up, one goal up. Danny Olmo trying to smash it forward, gets the shot away over the bar as well, luckily for us. 20 minutes to go. And this, I feel like, is going to be a defining moment in our push for the title. 6 games to go after this. It's going to be close if we don't manage to get a win. It is going to be close either way, to be honest, but we're going to really make it interesting if we don't pick up a win. Even a point, difficult. A point is obviously better than no points, but right now it's looking more likely it's going to be no points. Trippier in, Dalot clears it, and Nkunku has no interest of the ball there. I don't know what he's done. I guess he's been caught in between a couple of minds, not sure what to do. Trippier's in, Almiron cuts it back, Joel Linton, great save by De Gea. That could be the save that keeps us in the title race. Balanced. I know it seems stupid going defensive against a side like this, but it's just not gone our way today. Correa's coming on, Sancho's off. Let's see if we can get a result, get a draw. I mean, I really want to win. I really want to win, but I'm not going to push it, because if we draw, it is catastrophic. Lose, it is catastrophic. If we draw, it's pretty okay. But if we could score now, that would be beautiful. Martinez, back to De Gea, back to Martinez. Don't do anything stupid. Yes, a good clearance, but it does mean that we lose the ball. Although we pick it straight back up, but we lose it straight away. Joelinton plays it through. Almiron, Isaac, he's off. He's saved anyway, don't worry. But it was offside for reference. I did get that one correct. 5 minutes to play. I'm going to encourage the boys. I'm not going to be negative. I'm going to be positive. A bit of positive reinforcement. It's what you want. And is it going to work? Oh, guys, this is stressing me. It's stressing me. It is stressing me. St. Maximin into the mixer. Joelinton back to their defender. Okay, that is calming me quite a bit as Bruno picks it up. Bruno tries to put it through but can't get it to anyone. But Correa does pick it up. There's a man through there. Bruno Fernandes one-on-one with the goalkeeper. Can he finish it? He cannot. Nick Pope saves it. 4 minutes to go. There is still time in this game. If this ends in a draw, I feel like the Newcastle fans have certainly gotten their money's worth by coming to this game. Bruno Fernandes to swing one in. Can we get an unlikely late header, potentially against the run of play? No, Pope collects it. Are we going to see one more highlight? Was that all she wrote? I think it's all she wrote. A 1-1 draw. You got to take it on the balance of the game. We just weren't good enough. We were not good enough. We did not deserve to win that one. So a draw is probably a result that we do have to take at that point in time. But realistically, that is a shambles from us. This episode has left the last couple of games as quite interesting, and you best believe we're going to be back for the Manchester City and the Nottingham Forest games, which I have to be honest, I think will be completely up for grabs in terms of league titles, because Man City, they're right around that equation. If you guys have enjoyed this episode, please make sure you do smash the like button, as well as subscribing so you don't miss more Football Manager content coming left, right and centre, and I'll see you all later.